Houston. 17 seconds on the clock. He wants to own this. And Houston will kick after the siren to win the game. It's a long, long ball. For the moment of all moments for Port Adelaide. It's online. Is it there? Port Adelaide think they've won the game. Unbelievable finish. Here we go.
Wonder with a kick after the siren to Dan Houston.
The Power celebrate a dozen wins in a row.
Well, it has been certainly a start to the round 0 fixture with possibly one of the most boring games on a Thursday night. The lack of forward craft for both teams caused for an extremely defensive effort from both teams. Pretty boring first 3 quarters, and then we moved into the last quarter where it got somewhat exciting, but in the end Sydney took the win by 20 or so points. Things we can take from it is Caleb Windsor had a very, very good opening game for his first game in his career. He actually did really, really well. Clayton Oliver coming back, playing very well considering he wasn't even going to play in round 1. He actually had a very, very good game. Brodie Grundy also impressing against his old team. Really dominated in that ruck, and I think is a great call for Supercoach, but we'll talk about that in the Supercoach show later in the week. But it was actually a packed out SCG, which is something I didn't expect. 40,000 people at the SCG. They've only done that a few times in the Swans' career, packing out a 40,000 seat game at the SCG, so that was actually very good. We're going to have to see how the rest of the week plays out. The Gabba was pretty full, but you can expect that considering Brisbane were in the grand final last year. So you can expect a few things with the opening round with these teams. Did not expect Sydney to get that big of a crowd, but we'll have to see. As I'm filming this, of course, we have not seen Metricon Stadium or Giant Stadium. We've not seen those games yet, so we'll have to see how they pan out and crowd-wise and game-wise. But we'll move on to the Friday night game, which was actually a very good game. Pretty high skilled game. At the start of the game it was pretty similar to the prelim, except things have changed. Brisbane were absolutely belting them all through that first half. I believe the first half was about 60-20. In the second half the Blues absolutely changed everything around. All of a sudden they were winning all those midfield battles, and it actually turned out to be an incredible game. Harry Mackay did really, really well. Basically brought the game back into the Blues' hands, and the game amazingly finished with a 1-point win in about the minute-and-a-half mark. So it was actually a very, very good game, and I expected that. There's 2 very skilled teams taking on each other in a Friday night match. You know, you can always expect a good game, but it did not come without loss for both teams, as Sam Docherty went off the field at half-time with apparently a jarred knee. Alright, sorry to interrupt, but 20 minutes after I filmed this video, it came out Sam Docherty had an ACL injury and would be out for the year. So, pretty bad timing, but yeah, pretty awful from me. Sorry about that. Don't really know what's going on there. We haven't had much of an injury at the moment. We don't think it's serious. And then Kitty Coleman, of course, the Brisbane star who nearly won the Norm Smith medal, has pretty much ended his season. It's basically all over. He's done an ACL. People who wanted him the Supercoach team, you're pretty stuffed from here out now. I had him in my Supercoach team. I was very excited to see the way he played, but unfortunately it's all over for him this year. Not much news for the next 2 games that we're about to see played, of course, as when this video comes out those games will already be done. No news from that so far, except Dustin Martin's injured and McCamill will not be going up to Queensland.